That's correct. Um, all right, so starting off, we had a couple of guys who failed their tests. Let's see. So of course, Waylon, you get the voice, the familiar voice, almost every game or every session that says, "Man, maybe we can go Shih Tzu tonight. Chinese? Anybody?"
I was wondering what kind of dog breed he was going to come up with.
Down with the Chinese. I need something bigger.
Well, how about we go for a human then? And that blood is delicious, let me tell you. Or even, you know, that girl you hang out with, that Michelle chick?
There you go, German. There you go, French poodle.
She was pretty tasty.
How about we just go to the zoo
Australian?
and take out a
Chihuahua,
damn
Mexican.
elephant?
Ooh.
Okay. Everybody else passed their rouse checks. They stay at the same hunger. Michelle, you start hunger 2.
Yes. Because I did not get a chance to fill up the last time around.
Luckily, you didn't go up this time, so we're good there at least. Covering the details here. That's right. The earthquake every time a dog comes up or down the stairs. The coterie went into a mandatory meeting of the kindred. The Prince Eduardo had hoped to make Bruno an example to the anarchs with a public assassination or public killing. Only to have his plans foiled by the Archon, Camille LeBlanc of Atlantis City. She mentioned to several other kindred who quite publicly exposed themselves to the kind of the city, and she established that if he were to declare a blood hunt on this one individual, he must also do the same for the other individuals as well.
He's trying to
Furthermore, Bruno used his position at the center of the light to inform the kindred of the city that the prince was possibly trying to use the Inquisition to out the anarchs of the city. Camille stated that her crew was going to be in town for the week to smooth things over. This became even more important when Maximilian stated that he was leaving. He placed our very own coteries member Brody in a position of power as the primogen of the Ventru. Michelle got some much needed and desired information from Michael Valken, the Magister, and learned a new trick. Meanwhile, things got a bit easier for Josiah as he got permission to take out Felipe, his sire. Adam lost a bit of his humanity, discovering that wantonly killing kind could lead to things worse than death. An attempt on Jack's life failed as the coterie came together and protected them, and he also defended himself. The assailant disappeared out in the night, pursued by some of Camille's bodyguards, who were uniquely suited to taking out kindred.
kind of makes you wonder that assassin was a shit job. Pretty much out in the open, nobody knew he was there, and he got my arm.
He did not roll well. Perhaps he caught the whiff of
Yes, I
wet
should
dog.
be thankful, but
Yes. Does anybody have any willpower they used last turn?
I think I did.
Yep, yours is healed. If you used willpower, if it's only a couple points, you probably healed it. So you can set yourselves at 0. Let's see.
I'm heading to the club.
Okay.
I need to top up.
The shack.
Yeah, I'm gonna top up.
Okay. So the new night, a minor storm front has come through. No lightning, just a lazy drizzle. The hard rains came earlier that day. If you'd feel the weather, it would be chilly. Maybe coat weather, as you see with the locals in the area on this February evening.
one night when we had really good weather and all the crap happened.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did anybody get a chance to read the current?
No.
I was just reading it, but I haven't had a chance to
Decipher it?
code it.
Okay, scaredy chicken.
Okay. So you arrive at the club, at the shack. It's kind of a mediocre night. It was I believe it was Saturday last night, so it's a Sunday today. Mediocre night, as expected, with sales and that sort of thing, especially with the drizzle out. People getting ready for their businesses the next day, that sort of thing, going to bed early. Not much of a party crowd. Waylon, what are you doing?
I'll just go to the shack and get some blood from the shack.
Okay. On the way there, go ahead and give me a wits and survival.
What is it, girl? What is it?
You kind of see off in the corner. Off in the corner, there's a small raccoon that's kind of got into the trash, and it seems a little bit more prideful, like as almost as if somebody's been feeding it. It definitely does not quite fear you, although vampires are naturally repellent to creatures, with exception if you have a good animal kin, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know that for your particular palate, that the blood at the shack is going to be less than appealing for you.
But it's top-notch blood.
Exactly.
I'll take the cone, but I'm
Okay.
gonna keep on searching for something else. Some more.
Okay, give me a let's do a strength and brawl, just to see how successful you are at catching the raccoon. And in these instances, he usually does well, so let's see if it jinxes him.
I'm envisioning a raccoon scratching his face pretty badly.
No.
There is one well-dead raccoon. With a quick, almost merciful grab, the raccoon just realizes that it's in danger at the very last second. As you pick it up and bite into its neck, and you could have swore you heard the raccoon just give it a little sigh of pleasure. As you reduce it, you reduce your blood pool by 1. Your blood hunger. Okay.
I'm gonna keep hunting until I get another one or something bigger.
Right.
I need to get down closer to just the 1 hunger point.
Yeah, you're at 3. You're at 2 now, which isn't bad, but you're right.
Yeah. I need another one.
And due to the weather and things, it's really actually quite hard to find another victim per se.
Go to the outskirts of town.
You kind of walk another couple blocks down, and I'll say you see a nimble-looking cat.
Seth, what are you doing there?
I draw the line at cats.
Of course he does.
I'll give it if you spend like, because you only had one success on your actual hunt. Did you just roll survival, or did you roll wits and survival?
That was wits and survival,
Okay,
but it was all three as hunger dice.
it was.
So-
That could have been ugly. I'll give it that. That if you spend a good amount of time, maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes, just hunting the alleyways and stuff, you can find a rat that will top you off at just one hunger left.
Okay.
Let's see.
Wait,
Jack?
rat.
What have you been up to on the short period of time after your attempted assassination from the Prince of Phantom City?
Not much. Get ready to call up the wolf. I was gonna ask her if she wanted to go for a ride, but it's crappy outside. So I'm gonna ask her if she can meet me at the casino. Have something to discuss with her.
Okay. She answers as you call her up. How can I help you, darling?
Well, I have some business that I need to discuss with you. And so I thought maybe we could meet up at casino. You can look over the progress they're making there and hopefully have enough privacy there for the business at hand.
Certainly. She goes. She tells you that she would. She's currently lodging in the casino, and she would be amenable to a visit. So.
Okay. What time is it now?
It's about six
Six.
o'clock or so.
Okay, so we meet up at 7?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Is the sun even down yet?
Yeah. It's
not daylight savings time.
it's winter. So it is winter. It's just early February, so it is just starting to get where you might get a little twilight at this time.
Now.
Yeah. All right, Brody Chompy, what are you doing?
My usual, going over the books, making sure everything's copacetic, and getting used to this primogen thing.
You haven't even started yet, unfortunately.
Not unless you're sitting there in front of a mirror. I'm punishing.
And Josiah, what are you doing, sir?
I will probably be grabbing my stuff, all of my appropriate weaponry, and headed over to the shack. And I think I'm going to bide my time temporarily before I, actually go after him, because we just had a whole bunch of stuff go down in a very short amount of time. And I kind of want to see where everything is sitting before I go out there to take them out. Or, start trying to take them out. I want to be smart about it so I can have the best chance of taking him out.
Excellent. Okay. So, in short order, Michelle Vulcan walks in, picks up an edition of the Current, and begins studying it as she kind of helps herself to a bit of blood.
Blood.
She opens the. Are you doing? Are you going for a vein, or are you going for a just a bag?
I'm gonna go for a vein. I don't do bags.
Okay, excellent. You find a. You find that the staff has been trained well enough that there are a couple of willing vessels there that will give you a pint of their time.
I'm just willing. At this point, I'm just trying to knock off that one.
Yep. Successful.
Woot. Mmm. Breakfast.
It tastes like Kool-Aid on a hot summer day. Fruit punch Kool-Aid, mind you.
As long as it isn't hot Kool-Aid.
Have you finished deciphering the current, sir? Or ma'am?
Me?
Yes.
Some of it, not all of it.
The first story is the most important, so the
That's the
second
one I
one may
haven't-
be important to Josiah. Okay. You're trying to get your affairs in order. What are you doing, Brody, to find things, to kind of start consolidating things?
What do you mean?
So, what are you trying to? Are you trying? How are you going to plan your next steps? You have any objectives, any goals you'd like to pursue?
Well, trying to figure out more about what is it, Protec? The sinister company,
Oh, you're talking about Pentec
Pentec.
or Pentex? Yes.
Yeah, Pentex.
You initially say Pentec, and somebody produces a pen for you, and then you realize what you're looking for initially.
Yeah.
So, how are you researching Pentex?
Get some of my corporate spies involved on that.
Okay. Make a few phone calls, getting around, putting someone on it.
Yep.
I assume you're probably one of the choppy bit ventures. Let's say you probably called up Linda, one of your trusted advisors there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a rare night to get a call from you, sir.
Well, I got something for you. I need you to look into Pentex for me.
And you hear some clicking on a keyboard. She goes, well, straight off, they're huge.
That does not surprise me.
And she types a little bit more, and she says, "How about this? I'll have a report for you as soon as I can find out some more information. But I'll be on top of it."
I'd appreciate that. If you can you get a guy inside just to keep an eye on him?
This, from what I'm seeing here, it's a shell of a shell of a shell.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm sure for the right amount of funding, we can get somebody on the inside, but it may take a little bit of time. And she goes, I'll be busy working on it. And she
I appreciate that.
clicks the phone off. And you can tell that she's going to go immediately to work on it for you. Probably pull all-nighter if necessary. All right. On down the list, Josiah, you walk in. Josiah, Waylon, you walk into the club. About the same time Josiah does, because Josiah, you said you were kind of taking it slow. Is that right?
Josiah.
Sorry, what?
AFK? No, he's there. So you were going to the club as well. You just kind of walked in a little bit, taking it easy, making sure the corners are safe, that sort of thing.
Yeah, pretty much. I want to make sure that as I'm going in, we're not like, I'm probably checking to make sure we're not being watched, and you know, just headed in as normal. I don't think we have anything super pressing at the moment, at least on my end. Besides, we need to plan on how we're gonna take the shithead out. And I will probably what's her face? The person who put out the order on him?
Camille?
Yeah. Is she around or is she off doing something else?
Camille is definitely in the city. You can tell because it's relatively quiet. But also because the
Too quiet.
yes. But also because there's a certain air of exuberation about things going on right now. The Prince, you know, the anarch movement, that sort of thing, is kind of getting a little bit of relief right now. And just seems like overnight, like the city is almost under kind of an oppressive feel, but not any less than you felt before with the Prince being who he is. It's just that you have a high up Camarilla member in town that's kind of, you know, naturally going to create that oh shit moment for the town. Her agents are apparently throughout the city.
Okay. So I think what I'm going to want to do is, after we kind of get an idea, is get a meeting with her to see if we can use any, you know, maybe get some assistance from some of her crew to help out.
So give me just kind of an intelligence plus politics, I guess.
Oh, there it is. Oh, this will be nice.
You did well.
Damn.
You did well.
Damn.
You gather that
Yep.
with everything going on in the city right now, she definitely will not have the time or the resources to help you.
That's fine.
Unfortunately, but she's granted the writ for you to kind of handle things as you would.
Okay. So I think the next place I'd probably want to go is probably talk to Brody, see if we can get any additional funds so that I can go talk to the Nosferatus and see if I can get some more information that'll help me get him taken care of.
Well, certainly, and you know the Nosferatu in town, while some may be motivated by money, really more so do things for favors. So
Right.
The true economy of kindred life is, of course, Not money.
Yes.
Yeah, money's too easy to come by. And
So I will probably head over there at some point to have that conversation.
Okay. You you catch a copy of the Current as you kind of walk in and see everybody there. Maybe speak with Brody a little bit, and by the way, everybody check your Discords if you have not checked your pregame stuff. I did send some stuff to help. But you catch part of the Current, which is covering. There we go. A note from somebody you met last game, or last session, Starbright.
Right.
And I left that obscure. And you heard that she is throwing a party tonight, I will say.
Ooh.
A party tonight with several of the modeling agencies in town that have abhorred using Felipe in the past.
Yeah. And Starbright has been basically,
Yeah,
fuck you, guy.
Party hosted by somebody named Starbright.
Yes.
Yeah.
Starbright is very out there. Yes. Okay. And of course, Patrick, you received a text message. It was the same thing I sent through your Discord.
Okay.
So, Michelle, what are you doing at this point? You kind of came in, you topped off. You see